On today's show, Amanda Howell is here to tell us about the DVSA and how they're helping victims of abuse in our community. Storyteller extraordinaire Bill Wilson, aka Mr. Murfreesboro, is back with more interesting stories about the history of our town. And we have a wonderful new pet of the week from Purple Paws. You're going to love Arnold. So grab the gang and buckle up. Good Morning Murfreesboro for Friday, October 10th, 2025 begins now.
Good morning, Murfreesboro. I'm Lance Chandler.
And I'm Rachel Albertson. Thank you for joining us for another week where we talk about what makes Murfreesboro shine.
Yeah, and look at you looking all fall. And guess what? I was able to wear a little fall sweater thing going on here.
Yeah.
Layers.
Yeah.
It's cold in the morning and 90 degrees in the afternoon in Tennessee. So, you know, it's not quite 90 yet, but I heard next week it will be.
Oh, God. Well, I just, want to brag a little bit. So Amelia's Closet has their garage boutique, and they've been helping me with some clothing, and this is one of the options, and I love it.
They're looking very festive.
Festive. I just need to go to a corn maze.
I know. That's on our list.
Is it?
We got the baby's first pumpkin patch, experience. We got like the little pumpkin shirt and everything. At some point,
I can't believe it.
At some point, we'll have pictures probably where his 3-month spot lies, where he was born. We'll have probably our Halloween episode. We'll have a picture of Miles that I'll give you that we do something fancy with.
That's awesome. Fall break. Did you do anything? I didn't do anything.
No. And I feel like normally the town's empty, but I don't think a lot of people did a lot of stuff for fall break this year. It felt pretty full still around town, which is...
Traffic was light. It
was lighter, but things still felt busy, in town, which is a great thing. It's a great thing. So I think people stuck around more and didn't go to the beach. Some people went to the beach. I'm surprised.
Well, I had to be here.
You love to beach it.
I do. So pumpkins. Do you guys historically carve pumpkins, or are you going to start?
We historically have the intentions to carve pumpkins, and we historically don't carve pumpkins, but we will this year. We will get some pumpkins and we will carve them because it's Miles' first Halloween. So we'll probably make that a tradition now, and we'll do that.
I'm going to tell you a secret. So after you go to Valley Growers and get your pumpkins, you get a skill saw to cut the top or the bottom, whichever way you're cut.
Skill saw.
Yeah, because if you're like the little knives they give you and it's like you're murdering someone. No, just kidding. But it just goes. It makes it really quick.
You can't say the M word on Facebook.
Okay, red rum.
I have to believe it. You can't say that on Facebook or YouTube. You can't say the M word. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I've seen
years of experience.
I've seen people carve pumpkins in many ways. I've seen people use pressure washers to do it, which is kind of crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know. A lot of fun.
Make me laugh. Sir, do you have a joke?
I do have a joke.
Okay.
How do penguins build their houses? Or how does a penguin build its house?
I don't know.
It glues it together.
That's cute. I thought you had a Halloween one.
I have a Halloween one for the Halloween episode.
Oh, so you're saving it up.
I'm saving it up. It's right here.
In your back pocket.
Yeah. I'm going to use it.
Welcome to Murfreesboro and the South, people. We have a lot of transplants coming in, from different places. We won't just talk smack about California because I moved here from there.
They come from everywhere.
Yeah,
they come from everywhere.
They
all
do.
over the country.
They do. So the first thing is you need to slow down because whatever speed you're going, it's too fast. That was my lesson. But when you're out and about, especially Halloween coming up, people are going to say things. Maybe you know what it means. Maybe you don't. So we want to help.
Can I say something about the speed thing before we jump into
that? Yes.
I have a friend that moved here from California, and when he moved here, that was his most frustrating part about moving here. He said when the light turns green, nobody goes. And he's like, in California, when the light turned green, they literally floor it because the traffic is so thick, they have to get through it.
Now, I'm not a big honker. I think honking is kind of rude unless somebody's not paying attention. But I got here, I was like, why are you not moving? Why are we not going? Let's go, people.
Anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
I digress.
So our phrase is, and I got to read this because I don't, might, could, fix and and used to could.
Okay.
Used to could. I mean.
Used to could.
I'm going to need some Urban Dictionary for
used
that.
Used to could.
I could do that previously?
Yeah, that's like, it's like in high school, I used to could run 100 yards for a touchdown. Now I can only, but I'm fixing to show you I can run 10 yards.
You might could.
And I could run 5.
Okay, good to know. And then our word, I like this word because it's funny. Hissy fit.
Hissy fit.
Hissy fit.
Yeah, we got a little one that throws a hissy fit every now and then already. We're like, what's wrong? What's wrong? He's like, we don't know. He's just mad for no reason. Hissy fit.
Uncontrollable, silly anger, usually with a kid.
Yep,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Although some adults have been known to
Some
have
of them
hissy
have them
fits.
too.
I'm not gonna say me.
I'm not going to say you either.
Good, thank you. Thank you. Don't tell all my secrets.
Well, we have some national events coming up. We have this week National Baking Week. Shout out to Pure Sweets, Donut Country, all the bakers here in town.
Yes. And then coming this weekend, today is World Mental Health Day. So self-care is really important. Take a minute to check on your friends that might be having a hard time.
And then to our motorcycle riders tomorrow, if the weather allows, which I think it will,
Yes.
it's National Motorcycle Ride Day. So they'll be out there. You'll probably see a lot of motorcyclists out there. I got it right, motorcyclists.
Motorcycle. Yeah,
See,
that was
hard.
a lot. That was a lot. The Southern Food Heritage Day. So that's the things also coming from California. I didn't fry anything. I had never heard of a sausage roll, like the biscuit and the sauce. And lots of things are fried here.
Sausage and biscuit.
It was like a shock to my system. But I learned. I still don't like okra very much though.
What?
I know. Sorry.
You're not truly Southern until that kicks in.
I had shrimp and grits. That was my thing.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. Well, Sunday it's National Pulled Pork Day. So if you love barbecue, we had Charlie on the show over at Single Tree Barbecue. If you're a slick
that's
pig,
barbecue.
There's barbecue like competition in the city itself with who has the best barbecue. That's the way it is everywhere, right? But if you're a Single Tree, slick pig, there's so many of them out here. That put in the comments what's your favorite.
Yeah, where do you go for your barbecue?
Yeah, we'd like to know.
Yeah, Sunday's also National Pastor Appreciation Day.
It's a good day.
So if you're at church, give them a high five.
Yeah. Then later this week on Monday, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Day, which is near and dear to my heart. My mom is a breast cancer survivor. I think I've talked about that on the show before. Yeah. So shout out to all of our breast cancer survivors and people that are going through that, because that's a struggle and it's a hard road with any cancer it is, but special place in my heart for that.
I get that. It's also the Navy's birthday on Monday.
Yeah, my dad was in the Navy. So
was he?
Yeah.
Mine too.
There we go. Back to back with my parents. Then Tuesday, it's National Dessert Day, which is one of my favorite days.
No?
Neil's
no
letting
dessert?
us down again. I was ready for dessert.
Wednesday is National Grouch Day. Who's the grumpy grouch? Me before coffee.
Yeah, sometimes I can be. I try not to be. My wife's like, "Why are you grumpy?" I'm like, "I don't know. Feed me."
It's usually food. I'm angry.
And then on Wednesday, it's National Take Your Parents to Lunch Day. So,
oh, kids, are you listening?
Yep.
Only have one still here in the state.
But is it like one of those situations where you take your parents to lunch and you're like, all right, how's this ticket work out? And, and everybody looks at the parent.
Yeah, that's usually how that goes. Thursday is National Bosses Day.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a great one. And then we have National Veteran Barbecue. Once again, Charlie.
Yep.
Yeah, Charlie is a veteran and he owns a barbecue shop. So go check him out.
And it's very good.
Yeah.
Well, on this day, October 10th, 1845, the United States Naval Academy officially opened its doors in Annapolis, Maryland, welcoming 50 midshipmen and just 7 professors. Initially, it was called the Naval School, and it became the U.S. Naval Academy in 1850, the foundation of one of America's most prestigious military institutions, and the Academy continues to shape the Navy's future today.
Nice.
We're on a theme.
We're on a theme. I like it.
We're on a theme.
I like how we're doing this lately. Neil's doing really good with the theme stuff, with producing.
He is.
All right, we got celebrity birthdays.
Who's your birthday buddy?
Who's your birthday buddy? All right, today it is Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's 51. One of the greats. His dad is the GOAT, the greatest of all time.
Oh man.
And Dale Earnhardt Jr. is also one of the greatest of all time as well. So.
It's also Tanya Tucker. It's her birthday. She turned 67.
Delta Dawn.
Yep, I remember being in a pickup truck with my mom and an 8-track, and Tanya Tucker, Belt to Dawn.
Are you going to sing it?
No.
Okay.
You know I'm not allowed to sing.
It's against the rules.
Right.
Then tomorrow, All-Pro TJ Watt.
All right.
31.
What sport's that? It says all pro. Doesn't that mean sports?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you know?
Why do I not remember what TJ Watt did? Football. That's
Football,
it. Thank you.
yes.
I was thinking basketball
Thanks,
for some reason.
It takes a village, man. It takes a
Yeah, I know.
village.
Thanks. We have off from the side.
Sunday, Hugh Jackman turns 57 from Wolverine.
Wonderful. Then we have Kirk Cameron, actor, evangelist. He is 55.
Yeah, he's growing in popularity. Monday, Jerry Jones, owner of the Dallas Cowboys, thank you, turns 83.
Wow.
Yeah.
83. And still, never mind. I won't say anything about the Dallas Cowboys. Then Paul Simon. If you ever want to hear a 4.5-minute song about a man that got kicked out of a club that was playing it, that didn't have a wristband to get back in, Paul Simon's your guy. He has a lot of other great hits, but that was like one of his more recent songs that he wrote. And but
talking about that
great
yesterday.
music. He's 84. Paul Simon is one of the greatest of all times in songwriting and music and everything.
Well, since it's also Jerry Rice's birthday, they might have to argue over who the GOAT really is.
Yeah,
He turns 63. Jerry Rice is one of my people,
Yeah.
a 49er.
Yep, there you go. 49. 63. That's
Joe Montana.
Wow.
Jerry.
there you go.
Touchdown.
That's the only sport you do.
Yep.
All right, Tuesday we have Usher, one of the greatest of all time too, in dancing and
Oh my
performing.
gosh, all the GOATs.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, like I learned to dance and taught hip hop off of like learning to dance to Usher and things like that when I was growing up. So he's 47. Unbelievable.
Good. It's good to know. Good to know. Ralph Lauren turns 86.
Wow. And then Charlie Kirk, sadly, who was assassinated, would have been 32.
So young.
I know.
Thursday, John Mayer turns 48.
Wow. Great guitarist. I'm gonna say, I don't know if I'll say the greatest of all time, but great guitarist.
Yeah. If you say greatest of all time again, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
I'll be asked to leave the premises and not come back.
You don't have a wristband.
All right, we got to shout out our sponsors: Superior Overhead Doors,
Valley Growers,
Info Social Media,
615 Insurance,
Achieve Entrepreneur Center,
and Hemisphere's Wine Bar.
Yeah. Achieve, if you're looking to grow your business or find a place to work away from the house, if you had that home business and your dogs or kids or family is driving you nuts.
Barking in the Zoom.
Yeah, there you go. You have a good spot to go to with Achieve.
Yeah, it is. It is. So if you can't find anything to do this weekend, you're not looking hard enough and you are not watching our show. Ladies, grab your flashlights and your sense of adventure. Tonight from 6 to 9, it's Ladies' Night Out at the Wilderness Station at Barfield Crescent Park. And the things are getting a little spooky in the best way possible. We're talking campfires, creepy tales, laughs under the stars, and time to connect with fellow adventurous women. Got a ghost story of your own? Bring it if you dare. A lot of women talk about it's hard to make friends. Go find people there that like what you like.
I know, and it's spooky season, so there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Then tomorrow it's market time. The Rutherford County Craft Market is back and ready to welcome you at the Lane Agra Community Center, located on John Rice Boulevard. From 9:30 to 3, you can shop local, sip some cider, soak up all the fall feels. They have dozens of talented artisans and small businesses. It's the perfect way to kick off the season. So bring your family, call your bestie, and get ready for a full day of fall fun.
Fall is in the air.
It is. It is. And I'm dressing appropriately for that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Also happening tomorrow, just up the road in Las Casas, it's the return of the 2025 Black Barn Fall Market and Craft Sale. And you're going to be there.
I will be there. I'll have a
You
booth
can go
there.
say
So
hi to Lance.
come see me.
Take selfies.
Yeah, take selfies. Post them on the page.
Yeah. That's from 10 to 4. You can stroll over 100 incredible vendors showcasing handmade goods, local makers, and one-of-a-kind treasures. Plus, don't miss the food trucks, live music, artist demos, and yes, even a petting zoo.
It is a lot of fun. There's a lot going on there. If you want a craft fair that's not like over the top, like
Right.
and you can get through easily without like having to take a lunch break and come back and like
Right.
yeah, it's the one.
Yeah, a lot of local people and come support the community. And then don't forget the pumpkin run tomorrow. You can join us at Gateway Park from 3 to 6 for a 1-mile loop. Pumpkin in hand. I'm thinking it needs to be a big pumpkin.
Does it have to be a big pumpkin? I could put like a little, like
Yeah,
the
but
little big
like-
ones.
Bring a big one.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, go big.
Go big. It starts at 4 p.m. and your entry fee is just a canned good item for Greenhouse Ministries. There's medals for all finishers, door prizes, cider and snacks. Bring the family and fall into fitness fun.
I wonder what happens if you show up without a pumpkin.
I don't know.
Are you allowed to run?
I don't know.
We don't know.
And finally, get ready for a spooktacular night of fall fun this Tuesday evening. Head on over to McFadden Community Center from 5 to 8 for their annual Fall Fest and Haunted Hallways. Enjoy live music from a DJ, classic carnival games, and don't miss the always popular T-shirt walk. It's a night packed with excitement, laughter, and fun for all ages. Bring the family, bring the fun, and we will see you there.
It's a little Halloween party in there. Well, if you can't remember what we just said or you weren't paying attention, there's links below that tie you to all these events. So if there's something that stood out to you, please go check out that link. And we'll be right back with our first guest, Amanda Howell, with the DVSA right after this. All right, we are back with our first guest, Amanda Howell, with the Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Center. There we go, I got it.
You did
Of
get
Rutherford
it.
County.
Of Rutherford
Oh,
County.
there we go. I
Rutherford
could have kept
County.
going, but I was on a roll.
Yeah.
It's
Welcome,
a long,
Amanda.
long word,
Yes,
but people
thank you
call
for
it
having me.
DVSA for short. Right?
DVSA
Yep.
for short is
Yep.
fine. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Well,
So what is it?
What is it?
What is it?
What is it? The Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Center here in Rutherford County is a place for survivors and victims of domestic violence and sexual assault to go for a resource, not just for care and exams, but for advocacy if they need orders of protection, if they need a shelter, a safe place, just a vast amount of resources for people who have been a victim or survivor or need that type of help. We see men, we see women, we take children. So it's just all inclusive. It's not just for women. A lot of people think that these types of crimes only affect women. It affects men, women, and children. So we are located centrally here in Rutherford County to help victims either get advocacy, get exams, get court, whatever they need, we're there for that because each need is different based on what's happened.
So when you said advocacy, there's so many things that go into it. That's like the order of protection.
That's order of protection, that's court cases, that is a counseling session maybe they need an exam, maybe they need a doctor, maybe they need therapy. So it's all of those things that we can help them get into the right place. Because some people, when that happens, you're really confused, you don't know where to go, you don't know who to call. We are that place to help you. You go there, we help you and can help get you put out into the places that you need to be.
yeah. Well, your story, they've helped you in the past as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You don't have to go into great detail, but if you'd like to tell your story.
Absolutely. So sadly, I'm a victim. I'm a survivor of domestic violence and sexual assault. It happened down in Florida about 10 years ago. I had both of those things happen. I was beaten. My orbital socket, my face were completely broken. So I've had to have a lot of surgeries and a lot of things like that. Down there, I didn't have the advocacy that we have here in Rutherford County. So when I needed here in Rutherford County, when what happened, I made that one phone call. That was all I had to do. I had an appointment the very next morning. We had order of protection in place. They had me with counselors. They had me with court people. They literally took care of everything for me. I didn't have to do anything. So when I experienced previously where I was kind of alone and left to my own devices of who do you talk to, where do you go, because it's very, very hard to do that. It's very hard to come clean. It's very hard to get exams. And this was very different than the one previously. But no matter what the scenario is, no matter how big or small, they're there to help. Yeah. So that first phone call was really just a discovery call of what I wanted to share, what I didn't want to share, and what I needed. So by 8 a.m. the next day, this happened at like 9 o'clock at night, by 8 a.m., I had an advocate, I had someone sitting with me, I had the counselors ready to go, we had the orders of protection. So it was instant. It wasn't something that just waits. They actually react quickly, responsive, and they take the time to listen, which at that moment, sometimes you just want someone to listen to you.
Right. And believe you.
Yeah.
And believe you, absolutely.
I think that's a big thing is that victims, when they come forward, people are like, oh, it's not that bad, or he's such a great guy, or she's such a great woman, and they tend to brush it under the rug. And having someone believe you,
that is the absolute most important thing. I love that you brought that up because there's so much shame and judgment that you already feel upon yourself. Like maybe I allowed this to happen. None of that is true. And you are not met with judgment. You are met with open arms, security, and just an idea that you have a partner in this walk because it's a long walk. Like I said, this happened to me in Florida. And I went through it alone. And I still have days where I feel alone in that journey. And having the help versus not having the help, just going through this in 2 different walks has been absolutely unbelievable. So I think it's so important to have someone believe you and meet you where you are, not just emotionally and physically, but in that space. Like, where do you need me? How do you need me? What do you need? And to just open up and say, it's okay. Yeah. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to not know. But we are there to comfort you and love you and walk that journey with you hand in hand. My favorite saying is, I created it in the middle of all my chaos, was, I want to be a flashlight in someone's darkness. It is the darkest moment of your life, and you should not have to feel like there's no lights on. Yeah. We can come on, turn those lights on, give you a flashlight, and guide you through. We can't save you from your own thoughts, but we can support you in those thoughts and get you through that.
It takes a lot of courage to make that first phone call. So that it
does.
And
even now you see me like kind of,
well, even with that testimony right there just shows, and that's what it takes. It takes you giving amazing testimonies like that to make other people that are victims of this realize, hey, I can trust these people. I can give them a call. I am going to be safe. And that's the hardest part, is like, am I going to be safe? What's going to happen after? And you just telling people what's going to happen after may be just the courage that they need to make that phone call.
Absolutely.
You never know who's listening.
And the thing is, a lot of people have these ideas about who it can happen to. It can happen to anybody. It doesn't matter your socioeconomic status, your address, your zip code, your demographic. It is across the board, from children to older people, men, women. It doesn't matter how much you make, where you live. You could be a victim. And I'm always in the public, so it's really important for me to let people know it happened to me twice. It can happen to you. So.
Well,
you have an upcoming event to help. We're gonna
raise
switch
money.
We're gonna switch tones just a
for the
little bit because
organization.
I mean,
absolutely, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
They can't run on just love.
Exactly.
No, we
So
love
you
your
have an
love.
event.
It takes resources.
It does take a lot of
and you guys
resources.
host some amazing events.
We do. We have 2 events. We just had one in April called Show Your Till. Coming up next Thursday at the warehouse at 5:30 to 8, we are doing our annual Hope and Hops event featuring local brewers from around Middle Tennessee. Don't ask me how many or who, but we have a lot of
It'll be a surprise.
It's going to be a fun time of music and fellowship. We have silent auctions. We have just a really great time to come together. A lot of people don't know we lost a lot of federal funding. Things are changing in the nonprofit sector. So we're relying on your support now more than ever to help these survivors, to provide those resources to continue to be able to be there for them in their time of need.
And everybody knows that I love a silent auction. We are getting down to maybe 10 weeks till Christmas. If you haven't shopped, silent auctions are a great way to support your community and buy Christmas gifts.
You do love a silent
I do love a silent auction.
I do too. That's why I'm like, the silent auction items are fantastic, and all of that goes directly back into our cause.
Can I
there.
bid online?
I don't think we're doing online bidding because we want you there. We want to see your beautiful shining faces. I know. We will give you a logoed glass. We have admission is $75, I believe, for VIP and $50 for general admission. We just want to see you there.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing how you guys help, first of all.
Yeah.
And then thank you for sharing your event. So I will be there. I'm looking forward to being there. But yeah, and before we go, if people can't go to the event and they just want to do something, what can they do to help?
Well, I'm not going to lie, money is always great. So you can donate funds to us to help keep those things going, or you can reach out to one of our board of directors members and see how you can get involved or volunteer or take donations. We're always looking for items for things for the shelter and for our survivors. So if you can't give through treasure, we ask through time or talent.
So then flipping it over, people that may need the help,
yes.
How do they get a hold of the domestic violence?
They can call our domestic violence crisis line. We have several different phone numbers that they can reach out to. I don't have it off the top of my head.
We'll put it down below.
But if we can put it down below.
Definitely.
And it is completely there for without judgment. So please call those crisis lines. You can call me if you don't feel comfortable calling a crisis line, and I will be an advocate for you, and I will get you in touch with those people.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you for being here, Amanda.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Amanda. Well,
Thank
up
you.
next, we have Purple Paws Pet of the Week.
This week's Pet of the Week is brought to us by Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Reliable obedience training for puppies and dogs of all ages.
This week's Pet of the Week comes to us from Proverbs 12:10 Animal Rescue. Meet Arnold. At just 5 months old and 15 pounds, Arnold is the total package. He is sweet, snuggly, and a big fan of other dogs. He is still working on his crate training and house training, but let me tell you, he's a quick learner. He loves kids too. So if you're looking for a forever friend who's full of love and a little bit of the zoomies, get ready to fall head over paws for Arnold.
Well, if you're a 90s kid, he'd be a fun dog to adopt.
Right,
You'd be like,
right.
Hey, Arnold. But if you're interested in adopting Arnold, reach out to Proverbs 12:10 Animal Rescue today and make Arnold a part of your family.
Yes, and now we have our next guest, one of our fan favorites. We have Bill Wilson, a.k.a. Mr. Murfreesboro.
Thanks for having me. I'm
We are
glad
so
to be
glad
here.
you're
What
here.
is a zoomie?
A zoomie?
When they run around in circles
Yeah, when
and
they get
Okay, okay.
They
energy out of nowhere and they have to run it out.
Gotcha.
yeah, usually
Ours-
right before bed.
Ours do that every single night, and I'm like, and they start in the house, and I open the back door, and I'm like, outside, and they take it out to the backyard.
Do y'all, now what do you have, a dog? Y'all have a dog?
Yeah, we got two
dogs?
high energy dogs, Jack Russell and
Jack Russell?
a mini Australian Shepherd.
I had a Jack Russell one time, and I had it for like 2 days.
2 days.
It was a rescue, and I got it for my wife at the time, and we'd gone out to dinner and came back home, and there was carpet pulled up. Oh. And it became a rescue again. How's that?
Yeah, sometimes they have a little anxiety when you get them.
They're good dogs, though.
Yeah.
They are very good dogs, very smart dogs.
So, thank y'all for having me.
Of course,
thank
of
you.
course.
Yeah,
I
we
know
love
y'all
having
want to
you.
pick my brain about something to do with history.
Well,
Is that what
first
you-
of all, I would like to acknowledge that you are getting more popular online. I saw you hit a big goal the other day on Facebook. So if you
Yeah.
guys aren't following Mr. Murfreesboro and you need more, you really should be.
Well, thank you.
How does
Thank
it feel
you.
to be so popular, Mr. Murphy?
You know, sometimes it's a good thing. I have used that moniker, Mr. Murfreesboro. Do you happen to know who you're talking? You know, when I'm happen to, need to get in front.
Right, right.
No, I've never used it at
How
Woodford's.
long is the wait here at Chop House?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know I'm Mr. Murphy's
It's been really fun. It's been 10 years since we started it, and it started as just like a history thing, Facebook page, and the real Mr. Murfreesboro, Tommy Martin,
Yeah.
was a ambassador of goodwill. If you ever met him, he would say, "No one's told you they love you. Jesus loves you, and I love you." So I think that's what the world needs more of. We've got so much negative stuff that goes on in the
Yes.
world.
Yeah.
Very
And I've been a realtor for the last 25 years, and depends on who you talk to. The market's great.
right.
They're probably lying, or the market's awful. It's doom and gloom. I think it's all in our attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you do on your page. You have very positive messages all the time. It's a very family friendly, like fun, historical
Storytelling.
storytelling page. You get to learn a lot of fun facts.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but I know we've all heard of Amelia Earhart, right?
Right.
And we know what happened, or maybe we don't know what happened. That's another
We
story.
speculate.
But she has a connection to Murfreesboro. She had one of her mechanics, his name was Bo McNeely. And Bo McNeely was married to Sarah Bell. And they lived on Warrior Drive. I mean, it was 1980 something, he moved back here. But he was actually on the plane. It was on the first leg of that flight from California to Miami. And he was one of the mechanics that helped get that going.
Wow.
So, but he lived here, and when he died, it was like in 1998. If you were listening to Paul Harvey, you would hear Mr. Bo McNeely passed away today. He was Amelia Earhart's one of her mechanics, and he lived here.
Wow.
I guess depending how you look at that, may not be such a good thing, but I'm saying that it's nostalgia. It's a lot of people wouldn't know that.
We love Murfreesboro history.
You drive down Warrior Drive, you go to past Riverdale. Who would ever thought? He married a family. It was General Thomas Farmer, who's still alive. It was his father-in-law.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
y'all didn't know that, did you?
I didn't.
No.
Nope. I know,
Learning
but a
fun
lot of
facts
people
a
out
lot.
there didn't.
All you aviator friends
Yeah.
out there. Yeah.
Do you have any cool, spooky, or haunted, or any stories at all you can share?
Well, I mean,
Because I
statute
heard
of
a rumor
limitations
that,
are out. Yeah.
I heard a rumor that the downtown has a couple places that are haunted.
Well, there's several places that are haunted. I mean, I've heard that the courthouse. I mean, there's still bullets up there from the Civil War. There's still marks of the bullets and stuff. There was a store right here on the corner. It was called the Hub Store. Mm-hmm. And this is in the second floor of the windows, there were wolf mannequins. Mm. And, being not a real tough kid, every time we drove by there, my mother was like, Mom, don't go by there, please. It's the wolf mannequins. And that may not be scary, but there are several haunted places here in Murfreesboro. But when I was a teenager, it brings back a Halloween memories. I was a member of one of the first gangs here in Murfreesboro. We were called the Papa Joes.
Papa Joe.
It was mainly the kids over in Riverview. I grew up on Brayville Road, but I always wanted to go over to Riverview. That's where all the rich kids lived. And we fought a group called the Midnight Cowboys, and they had bamboo sticks, and we never, it was like West Side Story.
Yeah.
We never came to, but they had bamboo sticks, and we had bicycle chains. So we didn't want to mess with the Papa Joes.
Very nice.
I love it. The fun.
Yes, I did take my meds this morning.
Good to know.
But
Your stories are always entertaining.
Yeah.
But I love telling stories. Murfreesboro, I can remember growing up here, we only had 20 or 30,000 people. Now there's 180.
Yeah.
We're growing.
We're
full.
I texted the mayor, Shane McFarland, the other day. I was like, hey, I've been on to him. Like, when are you going to take me flying over Murfreesboro? We're going to do a mayor over Murfreesboro interview and look at all the stuff.
Yeah.
And we are going to do that, Mayor.
Come on,
But
Shane.
anyway, come on, Shane. He was on the beach. I said, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you.
But,
Well, speaking of how we've grown and stuff, and you being Mr. Murfreesboro, how do you feel about we finally passed Chattanooga in size? So
I thought we had done that last year, but
well, it was officially released this year, so that
I
we've
think it's
surpassed
great.
them.
I didn't know we were in competition with Chattanooga. I always assumed Chattanooga was much smaller than Murfreesboro.
Yeah, they were
Hamilton
bigger than-
County it's a big county, and growing up, Murfreesboro was number 8 on the license plate. So if you driving around town and you saw a number 1 on the license plate, you knew that was Memphis. Number 2 was Nashville. Mm-hmm. Number 3 was Knoxville. Mm-hmm. Number 4 was Chattanooga or Hamilton County.
Yeah.
And we were number 8.
Yeah. Wow.
But
I
now
didn't know that.
we would be number
4.
4.
We're number 4
That's right.
in the state in size.
That's right. I went to MTSU.
There
I
we
did
go.
graduate.
Let me bust out my toes over here.
1, 2. Okay, yeah. But people don't realize how this community used to be. And, when they put the interstate in the 1970s, the downtown businesses did not want an interchange. They thought it would take businesses away. It would take business away from the downtown. And now we've got that Towns Creek project, the Keystone project. They're fixing to build a hotel over here.
Yeah.
Pedestrian bridge over to the new project over there.
It's a lot of growth.
It's a lot of growth. It's crazy.
But we're still focused on keeping our downtown because it's really awesome. We have Sarah Callender on from time to time, and she talks about what's going on. And we have activities, really great shops. We've mixed up restaurants and coffee shops and clothing, all the things.
It's the meeting place, especially, on Saturdays. You've got the farmer's market. You've got different things. I think there's speakeasies. You've got the wine bar. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes on
Tons
socially.
Of stuff. I'm excited to watch it grow. I think the downtown renovation that they're doing, the creek lighting and all that stuff, you're going to see this part of town where other parts have grown with corporations and stuff. You're going to see the local, I think, really grow here.
Hyper-local.
I would love to see a trolley system or have somebody, my favorite show growing up was probably Mr. Rogers. They had that little trolley that went into the castle.
Like a little drive around tour thing.
We need a trolley here to take people
we do.
around and say, hey, there's the courthouse. Hey, there's Oakland's Mansion. There's Bradley.
There's a business idea for somebody.
If you'd like to get with Bill, he's got an idea for you to make a trolley system.
I think it'd be great.
Well, Bill, we appreciate you.
Thank y'all so much for having me.
We love having you on. Thank you
You're
for
always a
joining
joy.
us.
Thank you.
Well, stop. Don't scroll just yet. We'll be right back after this message.
Your garage door does more than open and close. It's your home's biggest entrance, and sometimes its weakest link. Outdated tech, worn-out parts, or missed maintenance, that's a recipe for accidents and unwanted visitors. Superior Overhead Doors Safety Tune-Up checks it all. Sensors, locks, structural integrity, and much, much more. We keep your door secure and your family safe. Don't wait for a scare. Stay safe. Get Superior.
Well, thank you so much for watching us. We had a wonderful episode.
So fun.
We got a good event coming up that you guys need to get out there and support, buy tickets.
Yes.
And if you can't support, find a way to reach out.
A one-time donation goes a long way.
Yeah. And then we had Mr. Murfreesboro on the show.
Always fun.
Always a delight. Always great stories.
So if you see him with a bicycle chain, you better run.
Yep. He's part of a gang, guys. Can I say he's really not part of a gang? He used to be part of a gang when he was a kid.
Right.
But we all were. We all had our little clubs.
Yeah.
If you don't get that and you skipped over the interview, you need to go back and watch.
For sure.
All right. We want to make sure that we thank our sponsors again. We have Superior Overhead Doors,
Valley Growers,
Info Social Media,
615 Insurance,
Achieve Entrepreneur Center,
Hemisphere's Wine Bar,
and our Purple Paws Pet of the Week sponsor, Sit Mean Sit Dog Training.
yes.
Yeah, well, they got some homework. We talk about this every week. And like I just said, if you didn't get our joke there at the end about Mr. Murfreesboro being in a gang, you probably didn't watch close enough. You need to go back. Or you can go back and watch replays of other Mr. Murfreesboro stories if you thought they were intriguing.
Yes,
So-
he is a fan favorite.
Yeah, he is a fan favorite. So they get outside of going back and watching replays, what else do they need to do?
They need to heart it.
Heart it.
Like us nice, heart is better.
Not this, but this.
Yes. Share, comment, and then if you're on YouTube, make sure you smash that subscribe button.
Yeah, there you go. We've been waiting on that.
I'm trainable.
Smash
I'm
it.
trainable.
Well, we got to thank our wonderful staff. Our staff does an amazing job. They put up with us. Neil had a full head of hair when we started, and it was dark as it could be. It was actually looked like it was like all the way down to his butt, and it's just gone
He was
now.
a hippie. Well, thank you to Hemispheres for letting us, aggravate Neil each week here.
All right, and from all of us here at Good Morning Murfreesboro, we wish you a great weekend.
All right, and whatever you do this weekend, make sure you do it in Murfreesboro. Stay classy.